Good evening and welcome to our July summer hot meeting. It's only weather I'm talking about, okay? Let us have a good meeting and let us begin with our invocation and pledges. Oh, roll call. My apologies. As today it's seated. Board members, please check in. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 5. Okay, we have 5 of 7.
Please stand if you are able. Lord, thank you for bringing us together this evening. We're grateful for the opportunity to serve our community and for the trust that has been placed in us. As we begin, please guide our conversations. Help us truly listen to one another. When we disagree, remind us to respond with patience and respect. Give us the wisdom to make thoughtful decisions and keep our focus on the people we serve and on the work we've been called to do. May tonight's meeting be productive. May our work together be in good faith and leave here knowing that we gave our best. We ask all these things in your name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you, Rod.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go right into recognition.
Yes, we have some amazing individuals, and I'm so especially thankful that they came during the summer to receive these awards. So we are so appreciative. So board members, if you'll join me so we can congratulate our teachers.
Testing, testing.
Still a odd number.
First, we are starting off with two of our amazing teachers with Yara Shutter and Laura Tavitas. Please come forward. These educators are being recognized for their exceptional work in mathematics. For the second year in a row, City Education Partners has honored San Antonio's outstanding math teachers through the San Antonio Math Excellent Teacher Awards. We are proud to share that two of our teachers were selected among this year's distinguished honorees. Yara Schutter and Laura Tabitas, their leadership, passion, and commitment to inspiring young mathematicians are seen, valued, and celebrated by Superintendent Ball, our board members, our entire Southwest Side community, and the city of San Antonio. Congratulations. Next up, over 1,200 districts were eligible to apply for the Texas Art Education Association District of Distinction, or TAEA. Only 109 districts received this outstanding honor for the 25-26 school year. The TAEA recognizes districts with outstanding leadership in promoting the arts within their districts and communities. Our visual arts program met or exceeded a rigorous 14-point rubric that examines the district's visual art program, including participation in TAEA, membership, exhibitions, contests, and community engagement. TAEA was impressed and proud of Southwest ISD's level of participation in visual art learning at all grade levels, and we would like to recognize participating art teachers. First up is Monica Guerra from McNair Middle School. Veronica Gonzalez from McAuliffe Middle School. Teresa Gutierrez from Scobie Middle School. Irene Suniga from Legacy High School. Kiara Johnson from Legacy High School. Betty Arredondo from Southwest High School. I will. The Texas Educational Theater Association recognizes school districts and theater departments that are making outstanding contributions to raising the standards for theater education in the school, district, and the state. We are pleased to announce that Southwest ISD earned the district distinction of Outstanding District in recognition of its achievements, growth, and excellence. Southwest ISD Theater Directors, please come forward. Bianca Pena from McNair Middle School. Irena from Scobie Middle School. Abraham Ramirez from Resnick Middle School. Alexandra Rivas from Southwest Legacy High School. Jillian Campos from Southwest High School. And Graciela Reyna from Southwest High School. And if the last two could please stay, Graciela and Jillian Campos, we have some extra after this picture. Hold on. Yes. Yes. And if Jillian Campos and Graciela Reyna will remain standing, the Texas Educational Theater Association also recognizes individual high schools making outstanding contributions to raising the standards for theater education. In the school, district, and the state, Southwest High School was named an exemplary high school for 25-26 school year through an application and a rigorous rubric, receiving recognition for achievement, growth, and excellence. Southwest High School was one of 31 high schools in Texas to earn this honor. Congratulations to Graciela Reyna and Jillian Campos. And actually, we have some city officials. If we could call back Yara Shutter and Laura Tabitas back up. And would the city officials please come forward? There you go. Well, these representatives are from the city, and they would also like to recognize you for your wonderful recognition. Please go ahead. They're here on behalf of Councilman Edward Munguia. District 4 Councilman Edward Munguia. Congratulations.
There we go. We have the consent agenda. You've had that before you. Any questions, any items to pull out?
I second.
We have a motion, a second. Hearing no questions, all in favor, please vote now. Oh, I'm sorry. Please vote now. Motion passes. Okay, items of information. What do we have anything before that? Consent. Okay, construction update?
No, sir, we won't have any construction updates tonight.
Okay. Monthly tax report.
Yeah, we're tracking right at 97%, which is where we were last year at this time. We'll have the rest of July and August to catch up.
Monthly financial report, investment report, anything to bring up?
No, sir.
I don't see Scott here. Oh, there's Scott. We're good, Scott? Give me a thumbs up. Gifts and bequest, enrollment report, purchases over 100,000. 2026 Parent Climate Survey results.
Yes, sir. Ms. Collier is going to present some information. We always like to collect data in order to adjust anything that's needed, especially when it comes to serving our parents and our students. So Ms. Collier is going to share some of that survey results so we can use that information. Just a little technical difficulties, but it is coming up. It's okay. So Jenny, you can start just
Yes.
talking a little bit if you don't mind.
Yeah, so the Parent Climate Survey included 41 questions covering the topics most important to families. Survey questions focused on school climate and relationships, student engagement and extracurricular opportunities, district services and student support, transportation, child nutrition services, and district communications and school safety initiatives. I'll keep on going and then I'll pull back a little bit if we need to. So taking a look at the overview of the survey, this was the third year that we conducted the survey. We left it open for 6 weeks and we heavily promoted it through text messages, district and campus newsletters. We had the influencers help us as well as social media. This year, we received more than double responses we received last year with 1,354 parent responses, which is that's the highest we've ever gotten, more than double. These questions will provide the district with meaningful feedback on parent satisfaction while also identifying opportunities for continuous improvement. Okay, so parents, oh, here we go. So, no, that's okay. So that was what I went over, like how long we did it for, and we had like double participation. I wanted to also show the percentage of participants and where they came from. We had a decent amount from across the district with families from every campus sharing their feedback. Now, of course, the larger districts did have higher participation numbers. Southwest High School had the largest share of responses at 12.9%, followed by Southwest Legacy High School at 10.7%. Among elementary schools, Meadow Creek and Elm Creek came in the highest with 6.4 and 6.2% respectively. Resnick Middle School was the highest middle school with 5.8% of their parents participating, and most other campuses contributed between 3% and 6% of parent participation. So the survey at a glance. We're going to take a high-level look. Parents showed high confidence across most areas of district operations, and 4 key themes emerged as particular strengths: safety, campus relationships, communication, and the mobile app. So we saw a lot of strong support for safety and security. Families reported feeling welcomed at the campuses. District notifications and alerts rated highly effective by parents, and there is satisfaction with app engagement of our mobile app. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at those numbers. Survey responses showed that parents, as I mentioned, view safety as one of the district's strengths, and responses also showed parent support for additional security measures. So 88% feel safety is a priority. 85% agree that Southwest ISD provides a safe learning environment, 86% are in support of metal detectors on campuses. 80% are in support of wand screenings, and 72% support clear backpacks. Families reported strong, welcoming relationships with campus staff. Parents feel comfortable and engaging with teachers, and students feel treated fairly regardless of background or ability. So looking at those percentages a little closer, 89% feel schools provide engaging experiences such as STEM nights, performances, and family events. 85% feel students are treated fairly, again, as I mentioned, regardless of background or ability. 84% feel comfortable discussing student progress with teachers, and 84% feel staff are welcoming to visitors and parents. And district communication is a standout strength. 92% of parents find notifications and alerts helpful. I swear I did not rig these, but they did score high. The district mobile app also earned strong satisfaction ratings for engagement and parent-teacher communication. If you take a look, we also asked them about the channels that they preferred. 57% prefer text message over anything else. 29% prefer the mobile app, and 11% prefer emails. 81% reported that they are satisfied with the mobile app engagement features, and most users only report technical issues, rarely at 31% and sometimes at 26% and never at 17%. Social media. Facebook remains a dominant platform for parent outreach. Instagram sees limited usage, while LinkedIn and Twitter have minimal reach among our families. 65% of parents prefer Facebook over any other social media. And as I just mentioned, the others do not come close at all if you look at those numbers. Interesting to note that 27% of the parents that responded marked not applicable, and that's right about the 30% that are using mobile apps. So it looks like they're either using the mobile app or our social media, Facebook, to get information. Moving on to transportation, parents who use transportation services generally have a positive experience. More than 90% of parents said the transportation services meet their family needs, and nearly 87% agreed that buses arrive on time most days. Now, while these results are very positive, there is about 12% that disagree that buses consistently arrive on time, making bus reliability an area of growth or improvement. Child nutrition. Student meal satisfaction presents another opportunity for growth. While a majority of families report positive experiences, a notable portion of students may not feel fully satisfied with current offerings. So 62% do enjoy our meals, 38% do not enjoy the meals, and some families reported their children returning home hungry. So I have spoken with child nutrition, and we're going to do a little deeper dive and maybe ask a little bit more specific questions so we can figure out exactly, do they not have enough time to eat? Is it the selection? But we are going to do a deeper dive. Program awareness. Survey responses suggest some district programs may benefit from stronger promotion and clearer communication to families. Parents responded positively to the district's programs beyond the regular school day, with 85% showing satisfaction with elementary after-school programs, 83% agreeing that their campus offers an adequate number of extracurricular opportunities. Awareness of adult education, GED, and community education classes was generally positive, with 78% of parents indicating that they were familiar with these programs. Now, while these results show strong support overall, the lower awareness of adult education and community education suggests there is room to increase outreach so more families can take advantage of these valuable resources. So some of the key takeaways. Again, parents also showed support for some of our other programs. You'll see them all listed in green there, with every area receiving at least 80% positive ratings. The highest ratings were for providing students with technology, textbooks, and learning resources. They came in at 91%. Parents also gave high marks to fine arts programs and college, career, and workforce readiness through CTE, coming in at 90%. Athletics and extracurricular programs received 87% positive rating, while student support services and interventions earned 82% positive feedback. Overall, the survey results highlight several areas where we are performing well, but it's also, again, as I mentioned, identifying our opportunities for growth. Again, parents showed that strong confidence in school safety, district communication, and positive relationships with campus. And as I mentioned, we do have identified some areas for growth. I will be meeting with some of the heads of those departments. And again, they're going to go over the questions for next year with us. We want to keep them similar so we can compare this year's and next year's, but this is going to be our baseline since we had such a great turnout for this survey. And this concludes my presentation. Any questions?
Question.
Yes, we're going to have to like separate because when I talked to child nutrition, they wanted to know, is it high school? Is it elementary? So I have to separate it out that way. And then we're going to try and like see what we can do so it's more specific again. Yes, we're going to try and find out a little bit more so that our feedback is a little more clearer and we can do more in terms of improvement.
Thank you, Jenny.
Thank you, Jen. Okay, employee handbook. Do we have someone?
Yes, we do. Just so everybody knows, Ms. Barson is out today. She's sick. But in her place, we do have Mr. Ramirez, Adrian Ramirez. Thank you for joining us tonight and presenting this information.
Thank you. Good. Can you hear me? Good evening, board members, Dr. Ball. The employee handbook is updated each year to ensure that it is aligned with district policies and procedures as they relate to employment in our district. While the Board of Trustees does not approve the handbook, we do each year bring priority revisions to a board meeting so that we can ensure transparency and open communication with the community. The handbook the development of the handbook, as part of its development, we use the TASB framework as a model. What I've done is we've included a list or just a summary of some of the changes that have actually been included in this year's employee handbook. You'll see that these, I believe, were included in your packet. While a lot of these are actually included in the previous year's employee handbook, what we wanted to do was ensure that that we highlighted those that we felt were especially important for employees to know. We included, for example, and I won't go through all of these, but the very first two, of course, update Juan Alvarado as the new elementary school in the district. And then, of course, we've included the changes or the updates regarding payroll dates for the new school year. But moving towards the middle, there's actually some changes in language regarding school psychologists, for example, no longer referred to as licensed LSSPs. And we also emphasize personal use of electronic communications, making sure that everybody is aware that things like, taking pictures of students, especially in a classroom, for whatever reason, is not allowed, it's prohibited. So we wanted to make sure that we touched on those again this year, especially with updates that we've learned more and more about throughout the year, okay, that were ushered in last summer. So we updated information regarding our health, dental, and life insurance. And we also emphasized the reporting requirements, mandatory reporting requirements, especially as they relate to suspected child abuse and reporting suspected child abuse. So a lot of what you see there, again, updates in wording and clarity has been provided for some of these other items that are listed. And then at the very end, we also continue to touch on student use of and possession of personal communication devices and the need really to ensure that we're all enforcing that expectation of students on our campuses. So again, a lot of rewording, a lot of clarity, and a lot of emphasis on previously included items. Are there any questions?
Questions, anyone? Thank you. Okay, Ames Grant Math Partnership.
Yes, we have a C&I department that's going, excuse me, that's going to be providing some information on this.
Good evening. I'm Anastasia Uribe, the Secondary Math Content Coordinator. Thank you, School Board President and board members, Dr. Ball, and senior staff for allowing me to present for the item of information. Southwest ISD was awarded the Ames grant, which will fully fund the implementation of EDIA. EDIA is an IA-powered math support platform designed to supplement mathematics instruction All 4 middle schools will implement the program, focusing on 7th grade mathematics, and there is no cost to the district. EDIA is aligned to Bluebonnet Math, curriculum, and TEKS. It provides differentiated instruction support through the following: targeted practice, intervention resources, real-time feedback with the AI math coach, creates small groups into below, on, or above grade level. This support is designed to improve student learning, address misconceptions as they occur, and help close achievement gaps. You can see here how the EDIA AI coach interacts with the student. A student will put in a math equation, and then the AI coach will give feedback line by line. And then it's also in 105 plus languages, which will support our EB students. Ames grant in conclusion, the grant will provide the following: program implementation, professional learning for staff, ongoing support throughout the school year, on-site coaching, classrooms, walkthroughs, and implementation support, data collection and progress monitoring throughout the platform engagement analytics. The grant evaluation will measure the impact of the following: AI-powered differentiation instruction, teaching practices, and student achievement. Are there any questions?
Thank you.
Yes, we'll have in-person training. It will be an afternoon for about like 3 hours, I want to say. And they said they would come in person for us.
Involve the math staff or?
Yes, this will be only for middle school math. We're going to focus highly on 7th grade math because that is our area of growth. And so this is only a platform for math, only AI.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And it's free.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
Okay, repurposing of the Sky Harbor Elementary School building into the Harbor Center.
Yes, we have Dr. Hogan that's going to be presenting this. We're very excited about some of the wonderful possibilities that could happen in this new facilities. And we also have some partners that are
We
in the
do.
audience
We
that Dr. Hogan will be introducing in a little bit.
So I think one of the things I want to start with, and I'm going to show a concept video in a little bit, but I know that we made a promise that we were not going to leave Sky Harbor Elementary empty. We were going to find a way to really utilize the building to support our community. And so one of the things that we talked about with really partnering with agencies is what can we do to really support this community? And when we listened to a lot of the parents talk and we talked to some of the agencies that have really partnered with us, one of the concepts that kept coming up over and over was we need a one-stop shop where our families can go in order to receive resources and services that oftentimes are on the north side of town, that they're not able to access easily. And so we started really reaching out to agencies that we knew really supported the idea of finding a way to bridge that gap. And we started having regular meetings, really looking at what can we do as a community to really support our individual families and our community. So we looked at the space, how could we use the space? We identified a lot of the community needs that they had really discussed with us. We looked at how we could go room by room and really develop something that meant something to the community. And we created a concept video. This is something that I'm really proud to show you because it's gonna give you an idea of how we can utilize the space, really looking at the agencies that we've already been working with to kind of create that. And so in the audience, which I'm so excited, and I will have them stand at the end, I do have the ARC of San Antonio here. I have PCI represented, Respite Care of San Antonio, Brighton is here, and then San Antonio Behavioral Health. These are agency groups that oftentimes our families just don't have the ability to get to. This is just a small sampling of things that I know that we can bring in, but they have been the core group that has been meeting with Dr. Ball and I to really come up with a mission and a vision that I think that you'll you'll be proud of. We looked at a couple of different maps, and these I'm going to share with you later, but we really did kind of look at the bottom area of Sky Harbor is going to be like our early childhood group where our students are going to be, the top side with that top entrance, a lot of adult services and community services. So we've kind of mapped some of those things out. That third floor is really kind of left open because we have some additional concepts we're going to be working with. But this is what I want to show you. This is the concept video that I hope that will help you give a vision of what we're looking to do.
South side of San Antonio is a community built on strength, resilience, and boundless potential. But for too long, vital resources and support services have been fragmented. At Southwest ISD, we believe our community deserves better. We believe in keeping our promises. When the former Sky Harbor Elementary building closed, our school board and our superintendent made a commitment to this community. They promised that the building would not sit empty. They promised it would continue to serve. Today, that promise is fulfilled in a big way. Welcome to the Harbor Center, a place where multiple agencies come together under one roof to empower the entire South Side. We believe that basic needs must be met before true growth can happen. That is why the Harbor Center houses our district food pantry, providing nutritious meals to families in a welcoming, dignified environment. Right next door, our boutique clothing closet offers clothes for students and families in need. It is designed to feel like a retail experience, ensuring every individual leaves feeling confident and ready for success. Empowerment extends to lifelong learning. We offer GED and ESL classes, providing adult learners with the tools they need to advance their education and unlock new career opportunities. Through our partnership with Parent Child Incorporated, we provide comprehensive early childhood services, giving our youngest learners the strongest possible start. We are actively exploring partnerships with multiple agencies to expand our services, including family training programs and childcare support that will empower parents and caregivers across the South Side. While we serve the entire community, the Harbor Center also addresses a critical need: the transition to adulthood for neurodivergent youth. We provide hands-on, work-based learning experiences. In our student-run coffee shop, young adults build occupational confidence and learn customer service. In our screen printing enterprise, they develop real-world skills that lead directly to meaningful employment. And through the STAT Collaborative, the South Texas Autism Team, we are uniting regional school districts, including Southwest ISD, Somerset ISD, Natalia ISD, and Brackett ISD. This powerful partnership was made possible by the Innovative Services for Autism Grant, a $2 million investment in building a cross-sector ecosystem for our students. Through these partnerships, we envision transforming spaces within the Harbor Center into multi-purpose therapy and sensory motor labs. Imagine a place where occupational therapists, physical therapists, and specialists from our partner agencies work collaboratively with students and families, all under one roof, in an inviting and cross-functional environment designed to help every child thrive. The Harbor Center has formed a coalition of dedicated agencies, all exploring how we can partner together to bring new programs, resources, and supports to the South Side of San Antonio. Together, we are stronger. And with our outdoor spaces, we envision hosting community resource fairs, bringing all of our partners together in one place to connect families directly with the programs and services they need. The Harbor Center is a testament to what is possible when a community comes together. A promise kept, a future built together. United partners, stronger together, empowering communities. Welcome to the Harbor Center. Together, we empower communities.
Interested in joining our coalition or contributing to the mission of the Harbor Center? Let's connect.
Yay!
So I want to make sure that I introduce our coalition. Actually, every agency came tonight, and I think that means a big deal to me that they're all here. So I'd like all of them to stand. They're towards the back. So I have Brighton here, I have PCI that's here, I have San Antonio Behavioral Health, our respite care group. They have been amazing in working with Dr. Ball and I to come up with a concept that I hoped that you guys would be proud of. We still have a lot of work to do. The next time that I come back, it would be specifically to look at voting on some branding and some bigger conversations, but this gives you at least an idea of what we're wanting to work towards. Any questions?
Thank you.
You're gonna open next week? Or?
Yes, of course.
I think it's beautiful, guys. Y'all did a great job.
Thank you.
Thank you all for coming. Okay, budget update. Scott.
Scott and Brandon have been working on this, crunching those numbers. Every day I ask them if they find more money. They haven't found it all yet, but we still keep looking.
All right, well, good evening, President Vasquez, members of the board, Dr. Ball. Tonight we have a brief update on the budget. We're going to be presenting the budget in August and asking you all for approval in August, as well as a compensation plan tonight. So shall we begin? All right, so with the budget, we have our budget assumptions. Right now, we have a 98% collection for tax rate, and we've just received our certified values and our tax rate for the M&O rate and the INS rate. We are currently using our current tax rates as our basis for our tax projections. Now, these items could change next month as we get closer to the time to approve. So let's move on to so we have our annual funding lag discussion slide that we have to show you all for our first report. So I will read it aloud to you all tonight. Prior year property values were used in the formulas to calculate state revenues, causing a one-year funding lag. If the local revenue decreased in the year the property value declined, then the state did not recognize that decline until the subsequent year. We are required to read this to you all so you understand that in case this happened to us, that's why. All right, so proposed revenue. So we are looking at about $185 million revenue for next year. And that is what we are basing our budget on. Could go a little bit up, a little bit down, depending on how we end up in August. But as of today, that is what we are looking at. And the majority of it comes from the state. All right, any questions on the revenue? All right. So our proposed budget as of July 2026, we are looking at $185 million in revenue minus $188 million in expenses, leaving us with about $3.2 million deficit. So when it's all said and done, we should have a fund balance of about $56 million, which is still the 4 months of a fund balance that is required by our board policy. Any questions on this updated budget? It is lower than June, so we are continuing to work hard to make this happen. All right. Speaking of fund balance, on this slide we have and sorry for all the graphs and charts on this slide. We have this fund balance slide kind of shows the slope that we are currently facing right now with a decreased fund balance every year, and we are hoping to remedy that in the following years. But for now, we are still proposing a deficit budget with we still will have the 4 months on hand. So any questions on the fund balance decrease? No? All right. So we do have a plan to look at our budget long range. We have a 3-year kind of an outline here. The first year, of course, 26, 27, our goal is to maintain our current salary structures. We'll talk more about that in a couple slides. And then, of course, we're also looking at reducing the campus and department expenses. And so then in 27, 28, we'll reevaluate our salary structures where we're at, and we'll be adding the teachers and the APs to the strategic compensation. So we'll have that to deal with as well. And then we'll also look at health insurance, and we'll continue to monitor the legislative sessions and hopefully find some revenue avenues as they become available. And then, of course, in year 3, we'll continue to do that again. So we do have a plan in place that we are hoping to help with our current situation. Any questions on the general fund budget before we move to the child nutrition budget? Nope. All right, child nutrition budget. Business as usual for those guys. They are really doing well. They've increased their revenue so with their supper program. And so they're looking at a $19 million budget with a $19 million in expenses. And so they're going to continue to use the funding to update the cafeteria marketing and continue looking at their equipment needs. So any questions on the food service? Debt service budget, that's our INS, our bond payment. So with our proposed tax rate, we are looking at about $33 million in revenue. Our bond payment for the 27 fiscal year is $31 million, which is good. We are looking to kind of close off our construction projects. Their ending's pretty soon, so we should be in pretty good shape with this budget. Any questions on the debt service budget? No. All right, moving right along to compensation. As you know, 83% of our budget is compensation, so this is a very important part of our district. So in the compensation plan that we are going to approve later on tonight, we are recommending to maintain our current salary structure. We have a few exceptions. We are looking at moving the cafeteria managers from the elementary and the CASTEM from a pay grade 4 to a pay grade 5. They've had an increase in paperwork due to some of the programs they're running, so it's a good idea to move them up, and it does not affect the general fund budget at all. And of course, we are also moving the principals to the strategic compensation. It'll be a hold harmless for year 1, and we've talked about that a few times. We're anticipating it costing us about $120,000 extra. So, but that'll be in place in 26-27. That's part of the compensation plan that you'll be approving later on today. For the stipends, we've had a couple of updated UIL regional chair stipends. We've had a senior class stipend of $1,200 added to that. And then, of course, we have a request from the athletic department to see if we can add a $30 per hour holiday blended rate for custodians so that if we have an event on Saturday when we've had a holiday during the week, they would be able to it would be worth their time to come in and help us out that day. So, and then, of course, on the substitutes, we've had no major changes on our substitute pay. We are going to move the instructional aid paraprofessional pay from $95 to $100 just to kind of round that out. So any questions on that? All right. Long range for us for the strategic compensation, of course, this year, 26-27 will be the first year for principals. We'll have the hold harmless. And then in 27-28, we will monitor it and evaluate and possibly do a hold harmless or move forward with the results. Just depends on how it plays out. And then we'll also have in 26-27, we'll start calibrating for the teacher scale, and then we'll have the strategic compensation in 27-28 for the assistant principal and teachers, and then, of course, 28-29, full-blown strategic compensation for those two groups. So any questions on that? Pretty exciting right there. All right. All right, some important deadlines, and I'm almost done. We have we got August. August is a big month in the budget department. As you can see right here, there's about 7 bullet points, so I will read them all to you. Just kidding. I'm just going to tell you that we'll have our notice published in the newspaper. We'll come back to y'all on August 18th and have a budget update if that's necessary. And of course, on the 27th, we'll have a budget hearing. We'll adopt our budget and tax rate, and then we'll move right along into 26-27 school year. All right, it's almost that time. Any questions? Any discussion? All right.
Thank you,
I
Scott.
like it.
It
Thank
is
you.
what it is. Okay. Item 7A, consider approval of board operating procedures.
Yes, sir. Mr. Board President and board members, I have that one. About 2 months ago in May, we spent a lot of time with Sherry Bays going over that information. I sent that in an email and also it was in the board packet. I'm asking the board to approve those with the minor changes that the board made during that workshop that we had with Ms. Sherry Bays.
Board members, any questions, any changes? We could still strike or add letters or words if we need to. We have a motion second. No questions. All in favor, please say aye or vote. I'm sorry, I'm still. Okay. Please vote now. Yeah. Motion passes.
I'm sorry, Reg. Okay.
Turn them off? Okay. Oh, please turn on your mics when you make a motion or a second. Okay, thank you. Okay, that motion passes. Consider approval of T-Test 2 and district evaluation system for teachers and other professionals.
Yes, that's also me. Basically, the district has been using T-Test. Now the state is calling the T-Test 2 a little bit more enhanced. You were given that information, also asking the board to approve that one.
Questions, anyone? A motion and a second. Hearing no questions, please vote now. Motion passes. Business and Finance, consider approval of 26-27 compensation manual.
Yes, what that was also, I'm going to do that one because that was just what Scott presented. So unless there's further questions, we're just asking everybody to to support what Scott just finished presenting.
I move that we accept the compensation plan.
Your motion is second. Questions? Please vote now. Motion passes. Consider approval of fire alarm panel upgrade to McNair Middle School. I bet Thomas is going to talk on that.
I think so. Thomas has a few things to say.
Yes, ma'am. The current McNair Middle School was built in 2009 or opened in 2009, December. We have been going now with the same fire alarm panel. Unfortunately, we've been having some severe problems with it at the end of the school year last year and through the summer. The panel is not, everything is obsolete on it and not able to be, parts be able to be found and repaired. So we went out to FACS, who is our standard, that's the standard fire alarm system that we have throughout the district. It's a Science fire alarm. And we are recommending that FACS replace the board and all of the strobes and pull stations for a contract amount of $240,995, and that would be funded by the 2023 bond funds.
Can this be done before the year starts? Or?
Yes, sir. The plan is to have it done before the first day of school.
Okay, great.
They don't have to pull or run any new wire. It's just replacing devices in the head-end panel, and that's it.
Motion is second. Any other questions? Hearing none, vote now. Consider TASB Board of Directors endorsement. Do I hear a motion to endorse? Please give me your name. Thank you.
A second.
We have a motion, a second to endorse Rodina Bernal for the TASB Region 20, Position A. Ms. Bernal, do you accept? Please vote now. Are we ready, Roger? Motion passes. Congratulations. Good luck. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's what, 4 or 5 people? 5. Okay. Curriculum instruction. I see nothing. Special programs, consider approval of purchase of one Excel or iExcel?
It's iExcel.
iExcel.
This is a program that we currently do use, and it's an intervention program that we use for K through 5. The only reason why I'm bringing this back as an item for you guys is that previously we were utilizing some grant money to fund part of the iExcel. At this point, it will be moved to Title I funds for across the campus. So what I'm asking tonight is for the board to approve IXL student licenses in the amount of $114,375.
I'll second.
There's a motion, a second. Questions, anyone? Hearing none, please vote now. Okay, here, one more thing.
Yes, we can't believe how quickly the summer is going by, and many of you will probably receive some calls and questions about this. This is our new dress code. So it's dress for learning and for fun. So this all will start to be published tomorrow. You'll see it all over social media or website, Facebook, and all of this. This was truly a team effort. Ms. Barcenas had already presented this months ago. It has more detailed information in the back. So I know Ms. Collier will start to share this information out. So in case you hear that, we've been very successful at having our summer book bus. We've had 2 of them. We have another one next Tuesday, July 28th from 9 to noon at the Aquatic Center. So if anybody like to go to that, it's hard to believe, but we're already planning our new teacher academy, August 3rd through the 6th. So that's coming up very soon. Convocation is going to be the best one ever on August the 19th is convocation. So please start to plan for August the 19th convocation. And of course, the first day of school, August 24th.
Wow.
Yes, it's going by quick.
That's almost a month away. Okay, board members, does anyone have anything they want to bring up? Hearing none. As permitted by sections 551.001 through 551.146 of the Texas Government Code, pursuant to Texas Government Code 551.074 and pursuant to Texas Government Code 551.071 through 551.0821, we will now go into closed session at 6:53. It is now 7:27 and we're back into open session. And we'll go to item 12A, Superintendent's recommendations on personnel and administrator employment, resignations, reassignments, leaves of absences, and contract renewals.
I move that we recognize the superintendent's recommendations on employment. I don't know. Oh, I move that we recognize the superintendent's recommendation for new hires.
Are you saying approve the recommendations?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that.
Do we have a second? We have a second, Jose? Okay, we have a motion, a second. Board members vote now. Motion passes. Okay, consideration and possible action concerning possible settlement of anticipated litigation before a special education hearing officer for the state of Texas.
I move to accept the recommendation of the superintendent and the school's attorney and direct the superintendent and the school's attorney to proceed as discussed, I'm reading it, as discussed in closed session concerning settlement of anticipated litigation before a special education hearing officer for the state of Texas.
We have a motion, a second. Roger, are we ready? Board members vote now. Motion passes. Other business.
Just looking forward to our ribbon cutting for Juan Alvarado Elementary on September the 8th. So just want to continue to remind everybody. Looking forward to that. The school is looking beautiful. I sent all the board a picture of it today, and I'll continue to send more pictures as Thomas sends them to me.
Any other business? We have. That was B. You talking about C? How do you think we need it? Because we voted on B.
Yes, I didn't know which one was. I move
Consider
to
and
accept
vote.
the recommendation of the superintendent and the school's attorney and direct the superintendent and the school's attorney to proceed as discussed in closed session concerning litigation.
Okay, we have motion and second on litigation. Board members vote now. Motion passes. Okay, now, no more business, correct? No, sir. 7:30.